From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they're going to start this drive. Pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Yeah, let's get sack.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Switch. 14. Mike 14. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. 15. Mike 14. Mike 14. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On second and goal, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific at Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Big hold of the 30. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give to Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Kill. Check 43. Motion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. 3 down. Check safety. Bang. Mike 42, check.
Yellow.
42.
Hey, check.
Check 4. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Switch.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now Pollard. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah.
No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Attack! Watch it, you find. All day, every day, any day. Hey, switch gears. Attack!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Touchdown, defense. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Yellow. Mike 14. Here we go, D. Here I come again. He's checking. Crash.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Check 47. Check 53. And we got D. It's just me and you. It's just
On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Mike 5-5. Mike 5-5. I got it. Motion. Mike 55.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Prescott off play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mahomes to throw once more. Out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Here we go, Yee. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 9. Check 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes to throw it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonged. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Watch it. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 18. Mike 18. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Mike 42. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Let's go, D. Check 31. Check 31. Undercrush. Attack. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Not here. Mike's 42. Mike's
Mahomes now on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
pick it up, defense. Let's go.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. Here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Back. Watch twist. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance rolling to his left. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You can't block me. Deuce. Check. Crunch.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Watch out. Kill. Hey, dribble in.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Mahomes to throw once more. Steps away. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal. Kelsey out in the slot right. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the move to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On first down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he stopped immediately there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a catch by Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance. Forced out to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A final shot before half for Lance. That's Samuel caught left side. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the 2nd half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got two extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mostert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. 57 colors. Mike 54. Get your swerve on. Take 4. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Yellow.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, switch gears. Check 99. Check 99.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We got 4. Here we go. Run for Mike. Watch one. So Mike's number 1. Coming. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 37.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 16, Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes you just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
65. 65. Watch twist.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
flush to his right.
He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance now on first down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have moved out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
50 wants the money. 50 wants the money. All day. All day. 43. 43. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. No. Off. Hey, look through the net.
Mahomes. Finding Hardman. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
51 the mic, boys. 51. Let's go. I don't need to. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go. Mike.
Mahomes.
Check.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
Here's Mahomes.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 26, check 26. Watch the safety. 57. 51 the mic, boys, 51.
Mahomes.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Check, 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 check.
Mahomes to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Flushed it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Play action. Prescott.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 6-0 our score after one. Prescott off play action. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's a second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, pressure comes, and down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back
What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Out, 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 out. Show it up, show it up.
Mahomes now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Out to his left. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Off the play fake, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Fly him to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for two here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Squeeze, double, double. Check three. Shoot. Yellow. Check three.
Now Mahomes rolling to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. A little flare. Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. 14. Mike, 14.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now Pollard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7.
To throw is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 42 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are down by a single possession here, 16-9 as they come up first and 10.
Yeah, let's go set lunch. Check, cross, yellow. Check. Check,
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Kill.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Prescott. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now it's Mahomes again. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 38 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Prescott to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. Steps away. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their time.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes will throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys.